Hey everybody, thanks so much for checking out our channel again. It's a little breezy today, I hope it doesn't affect the audio, but another glorious day. So what's the purpose of this video today? Well, a little story. I haven't seen my daughter for a long time, and she came down from Alberta for 5 days. On her journey down here through the airport, she picked up a virus or bug of some kind, which got passed along to me, unfortunately. Of course, it could happen to anybody, so I am on a journey to get some medicinal plants, and I can think of 5 right off the top of my head that are in pretty much most people's backyard that live in the Pacific Northwest. So with a sore throat and full chest and plugged head, we're going to go out and get ourselves some alder bark. We are going to get ourselves some stinging nettle, some rose hips, some licorice root fern, and some dock. Anyways, come for a walk with me, and I'll try not to cough. And this is the licorice root, or Polypodium glycyrrhiza, and we are going to grab some of the rhizome from underneath this moss. Just pull it back here. You can find, you just follow the stem of the, and there it is right there. So we only need a small chunk. And there we go. Because it's very, very potent. The reason why I'm getting licorice is because in Holland and many of the surrounding countries, when they have sore throats, they use licorice. Now this isn't true licorice, but it is has a very, very strong licoricey flavor. So we're going to move on to the stinging nettle. And we have the stinging nettle, which I'm surprised actually to see them in this good a shape. Been kind of hidden. So these guys are just full of everything. They do have stingers, so you have to boil them, but you're making them into tea anyways. That's why I'm wearing gloves to cut these off. And pretty simple process. You just cut the leaves off and take it in. You can boil it up. You don't have to dry it or anything. Sorry. Okay, moving on. Well, you can't miss these guys. They stick out like a sore thumb. This is our wild rose, Rosa sicularis. They're rose hips. And we're kind of loaded in here, which is great. The reason why I want these, vitamin C. It has such a hugely high concentration of vitamin C, and way more than oranges. So, and they're tasty too. I find that they kind of taste like tomato almost. Anyways, delicious. But you know, I believe that for every disease or illness that's out there, I believe we can find the cure or fix all or whatever out in the forest, whether it be the tropics or up here in the temperate or further up. You know, there's just amazing amounts of good things out there for us. And then right in here we have the curly dock or yellow dock, Rumex crispus. We're just taking the leaves. The most concentration of their nutrients are in the root, especially in the fall because everything goes down there. But these are really accessible, and I feel like a big sack of dung, so I'm taking the easy route. Yeah, it's got loads of things in it. It is high in oxalates, so you don't want to be taking it for a long, long time. It can affect your kidneys or whatever, but I'm only doing this for the duration of this flu or cold or whatever the heck it seems to be. So, next item on the medicinal train is the red alder, Ulmus rubra. And not only does this one do wonders for the forest in fixing nitrogen, sending it down into the soil for the other trees and whatnot around them, but for us, it's an astringent. It helps for gout. It helps for arthritis. It helps for sore throats. It's got salicin in it, and in our bodies, it gets transformed into salicylic acid, which is the cousin to acetylsalic acid, your common aspirin. And it's all in the bark. And of course, we're not going to take it off this beautiful beast. We're going to take it off some of the branches because it's got all the same stuff in it. And that's all we need. There's no sense in hurting a tree, so protect our trees. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut a couple of branches and add it to all these little guys, and that's all it takes. These are just little suckers coming off the tree anyways, so not going to hurt anything. And our last wild medicinal item for our journey to health is the Oregon grape, Berberis aquifolium. And it's got berberine in it, and it's a yellow compound, and well, it's so good for you, you can actually buy it in pill form at the pharmacy. But the highest concentration is in the rhizome, or in the root, and it's a yellow compound. And I'll just, this is a really huge flush of these guys, they're just all through here. So I'm just going to pull on this, because they really come up quite easily, because there's not a lot of soil depth here. And again, we don't need a large chunk of it. So we've got that here, and I'll just scrape with my, see how yellow that is? That yellow is the berberine causing that pigment. And that's what we're looking for. Alright everybody, I feel like I've been hit by a dump truck. So I'm going to go and make some of this tea and go and watch Marvel or something. Either way, stay healthy, my friends. Thanks very much for watching.